new pond? Oh yeah, water dog. Water dog, water dog, water dog. Are you excited? Are you excited?
Woohoo! Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's Connor here from Just Add Water, and we are starting a new project here today. So today we are out in Fort Dodge, and we got a little bit of a tear out and replace, I guess you could say. So it's not really a tear out redo because we're going to tear this pond out, we're going to fill this hole in, and it's just going to go bye-bye. And then back behind me right here, we are going to start our new pond. So this one's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be a fun little couple-day project. Let's talk about what we're going to do. So like we said, we're going to go about ripping this whole pond out back in here. There's a bunch of limestone here. Homeowner got rid of that by giving it to some friends. But now we got to drain the rest of this water out, get our liner, our biofall, our skimmer, and then the plumbing line that's in here all ripped out. And then we'll push in some of this limestone, take the sod from over here we strip, get that all dropped down in here, and we're going to get this all flattened out and re-sodded at the end of this job. So then this is just a nice grassy patch. But once that gets taken care of, we're going to be working off over in this little area. So this section, as you can see, is just right off the edge of their patio. It's going to have a pretty cool look to it when we get finished up when you're sitting down here. But then the other part that's going to make this cool is that is one of their main rooms inside their house. And they like opening that window up a lot because, well, they got a beautiful backyard. It's nice and peaceful here, so why not open that window and listen to the birds and animals? So we're going to add to it so where they can listen to a little bit of water too. So I'm standing right now where we're going to be putting this 8x11 pond at. We're going to get our skimmer dug in over there. We're going to get our pond dug right here. This little kicker right here is going to be a deep stream section, so then sort of an extension of the pond, I guess you could say. We'll have one waterfall dropping in there that'll be aimed really nicely back in this area at this deck and everything. And then as we move up the stream, we're going to have another waterfall coming back this way as well. And then we will put our biofall in right about this area to shoot a waterfall directly at those windows. That way when those windows are opened up, they're gonna have some great noise into their house and it should have a good view for them. So that is what we're working on. It's gonna be a pretty fun couple days out here. We're looking at probably 3 days to get everything tore out and then rebuilt and whatnot, and then we'll have a 4th day to come back out here and get plants put in around the feature and everything like that. So it's gonna be a fun couple of days. Join us on this journey. Let's go. It is a steamy day out today, that's for sure. So we're making progress here though. You know what? It's not a bad day. We've got some beautiful soil that's coming out of this hole, so that makes for a lot more pleasant digging experience. So can't complain there, but our hole's pretty much done. So let's go check it out. So like I was saying, the hole is pretty much dug. We're going to get our skimmer dug down in over here once we get that excess dirt moved. There's all the soil that we've taken out of our hole, and we've currently have filled in the old pond. So this is the shape we're working with right now. We got our little bit of a deep stream section coming in over there. So that's going to be a little kicker where our waterfall is going to come in. It's going to be deep enough that the fish can swim back in here and play in around that waterfall. And then we transition into the main portion of the pond. Going down in the bottom, we're going to have a fish cave tucked back in here, and then we're going to have a really wide fish cave over here. So this bottom section is really not going to have a ton of space for them to swim, but with how wide and how long this little run is right here, this pond is going to seem way bigger than this hole actually is. So our next step is, now that we got all this taken care of, we're going to go ahead and get this section of dirt pushed back and get our skimmer dug in and set to the height we want it to. We have our hole dug up top for our biofall to get positioned in. But before we get that hooked up, we're going to get this plumbing line ran all the way back to our skimmer here. So now, next step, dirt moved out of the way, get the skimmer dug, figure out the height that our plumbing line is going to start at, and then make sure as we go up to the bottom of the plumbing line back in there, once we disconnect our check valve, we want this whole thing to drain down this direction so then we don't have to worry about any water sitting in that plumbing line over winter. So yeah, that's that. You know what? I'm liking the way this thing's looking so far. with this wonderful soil, we've been able to just shave those edges nice and perfect and crisp and clean. So we love that. I'm definitely not wearing jeans tomorrow. But yeah, so our goal by the end of the day today is we're gonna use up the rocks that we have brought with us. And once those rocks are gone from getting them put in their new home as this pond, we'll take off and we'll come back tomorrow with a full load of rocks, not just our material we brought in our machine, but a full load of rocks to have a banger day tomorrow, getting this pond finished rocked in, and then probably start on the stream tomorrow as well, but only time shall tell. So let's let time do its thing and tell. Come on, babies. Good morning, beautiful people. It's day 2 out here at this Fort Dodge build, and we're ready to go crazy today. We got our liner in yesterday, our skimmer's hooked up, our plumbing line is ran, our biofall is set, and the plumbing line is hooked into the biofall. So now it's time to rock and roll. We got some rocks brought back here yesterday. The boys are working on getting the rest of the rocks we brought today back here as well. We're gonna get all those staged right next to where we're gonna be working. We're gonna get some wheelbarrows of gravel brought back here, and we're gonna move, boot, scoop, boogie, and just crank this pond out. So we really like getting to this state where we did a lot of prep work, so now we can just rock and roll like we were talking about. So they're bringing rocks back. I'm gonna actually flop this forward and get this stream excavated out, so then as we get that way, we can just move and transition straight up into our stream so we don't have to worry about anything else. So let's have a great day. Pitter pattern, we're making progress. I'm gonna stop showing you my face. I'll show you what we're working on. So boom, boys have been working on rocking in this pond. They're doing a great job with that. It's looking fantastical, and this is gonna be all wrapped up here probably shortly. We got this little tongue right here to rock in for the pond. We got some foaming and stuff to do up in the stream. Our rock selection is getting a bit thin, but we do have a few more out front that we can bring back. Hopefully with the combination of the rocks right there and out front, we can get this pond about 90% rocked in. Ideally, the only thing with this pond that's not going to be rocked in today is going to be our edges. So then tomorrow when we come, we'll bring a lot of smaller rocks so then we can tie all this stuff in and really clean up the edge on everything right here. But that's more of a process we're going to do when we tuck our liners. Woohoo! Final day, guys. We're all excited out here in Fort Dodge, and we are close to being done. So as you can see, our pond is nearly rocked in. We got some edge work to still work on, but that's about it. A little bit of graveling. We're gonna get it all washed off and make it all look nice and pretty. And then there's our stream back up in there. So a little bit of work to still do up in the stream. We got some rocks to put in up here. We gotta foam everything up. We gotta gravel it all. We got some dirt work and grade work to do all across this whole site and property and everything like that. And then once we get this thing filled and our last little bit of rock work done, we'll then turn it on, cut and tuck it, make sure stuff's doing what we want it to do. It's gonna look fantastic, it's gonna look phenomenal. And then we have this little pile of dirt here that we gotta work on grading out. We're gonna put some sod over that so they just go from dirt to nice green grass. And then we have some plantings and some mulch to do. So we don't have a ton left to do. There's just a lot of little things to still do. So we're gonna get cracking at it. Let's have ourselves a great day. Let's go. Alrighty guys, check that out. Water's in the, can't show you the waterfalls yet. Water's in the pond. You can see plants behind me. Cam is over on the patio getting them plants started to get put in along that edge. Sydney and I, that man right there, we are moving dirt so then we can get this grade set so we can get our sod put down in the area where we ripped out the old feature. But if you check it, there is water movement in that skimmer. So that means our waterfall is up and running. We got our system 100% done right now. It's cut and tucked. It's running like we like it to be. And right now we're just doing those last finishing touches for us before we take off of this job site. So we're gonna get going, and once we get finished up, we'll check it out. But you know what? This is a video. We can cut straight to the finished product. Let's go.